from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Philip Rivers and the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Philip Rivers.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the gun, Rivers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Drake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running, it's Drake. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
2-yard gain on the play.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Makes the score Titans 3, Bengals 0.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, but it'll be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive, and they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33.
Now Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Slayton. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's McKissick. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
The turnover on down.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And down Quinnen Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Herbert. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Freeman. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Freeman. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Rosas to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the final act came from Royce Freeman on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Rivers. Catch made by Slayton.
Rivers pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. Hard to believe. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Takk McKinley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Grant.
Herbert's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Rivers, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This is Jakeem Grant. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
57, Mike, 57.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They set up the screen to Booker. Herbert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. that's taken on the 25. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Complete.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Herbert on first down now. Brought in over the middle by Graham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
A second down carry for Booker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
11.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rivers on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They run toss to the right with Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground with Drake. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
By DeForest Buckner. A gain of a yard. brings up 3rd and inches.
From the gun, Rivers, and that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Rivers pass.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
From the gun, Rivers. And Jones has it over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Julio.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he finds Howard, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. That's caught by Howard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to O.J. Howard. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
On the give, this is Drake. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The Titans on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans can have the lead if they hit the extra point. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Herbert. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Herbert.
And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Herbert throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Jakeem Grant. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is Freeman. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Humphrey on the coverage.
To throw again. Herbert. That's caught by Hollister. He's still on his feet. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, Herbert. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Tennessee.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the open. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 1st down, Drake. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Drake. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Rivers. It's caught. Jones. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Titans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.